Good morning, Lagos. Good morning, guys. You're welcome to Spotlight on Yabatek Radio 89.3 FM. It is a beautiful Wednesday here in the city of Lagos. I hope you're having a great day. You know, it's a bit cold, and I hope you're not cold. You're welcome to the show this morning. Today on the show, we are talking protecting your intellectual property. But before we go into all of that, remember that at 11:30 a.m. you'll be able to join us for the spelling bee segment. We'll have our spelling bee segment at 11:30, where you can call in, spell some words, and win airtime. So the phone numbers will be given when it's time. But for now, we have someone in the studio who is going to help us with the topic, protecting your intellectual property. This morning I sent out a broadcast on my WhatsApp, and I said, okay, there was a time I wrote something on Facebook. I woke up one morning very early. It was my birthday. I woke up and I decided that I was going to write something for my birthday on Facebook. So I, woke up, took time to craft a very lovely message, wrote about, everything you're thankful for at that age, what you're still hoping for. That thing that everybody's saying now, I love the woman I'm becoming, and all of that. And, I posted it on my Facebook page. I got comments, happy birthday, reactions here and there, blah, blah, blah. Then the next day, I woke up. It was 18th, the next day, and I woke up. I just said, let me even see what's happening on Facebook. And the first post I was going to see was my post, but on someone else's page, on someone else's Facebook. And I felt like, how will you just copy and paste my post without permission? Nothing. So I went to meet her up, I chatted her up where went to her DM. I was like, babe, why did you copy my post? I was like, Comfort, what is it? Can't you just copy it? There's nothing wrong with it now. You're the writer now. There's nothing wrong. I was like, really? There's nothing wrong with it? I ended the conversation because it wasn't just, the conversation was not going anywhere, and I was not ready to fight. It's too early. What will not bring me money? I cannot fight for it. So that was it. So a lot of people do not know, they're not still aware that it's actually a crime for you to copy someone's intellectual property, use it without permission, and all of that. So those are some of the issues we're going to be talking about here on the show today as well. Sometimes we want to post some videos on some pictures on Instagram, and we're looking for a beautiful song to use, but you can't use that song because Instagram will pull it down because it has copyright issues, or it's been copyright, and you're wondering, so how do I get past this? How do I do this? So these and many others we are going to be looking at on the show today. But before my guest comes in, I'll quickly take his profile. My guest is a partner at High Towers Solicitors and Advocates. His practice includes oversight of entertainment, talent negotiations, incorporating business entities and non-profit organizations, assisting entrepreneurs and companies with financing, operations, sales and acquisitions, outside general counsel services, trademarks, and so on. He is also a business consultant. His past legal experience includes associates at Wemimo Ogunde and Co. and Uwakhonye and Co. Prior to qualifying as a lawyer, he was a songwriter, composer, and performer. He was the lead singer of the defunct 100 Degrees boy band. He has authored numerous articles in the field of music, law, real estate, filmmaking, estate planning, commercial transactions, and regularly gets invited to deliver speeches at courses about these subjects. My guest prides himself in helping clients understand the value of their intellectual property rights and to be mindful of the exploitation that is rampant in the industry. On the show today, I will be having Akinyemi Akinoluwa. Let's go for this quick break. When we come back, we'll get to meet our guest. Stick around. Good morning! Please sit down. Sit down. Sorry. Please sit down.
I always run.
Star 966
Sorry.
Use any bank account, purchase airtime and data, make transfers to any bank in Nigeria, pay bills and make POS payments, create a wallet account, and perform other self-service options like PIN and password reset and temporary blockage of your account. Star 966 hash is fast, easy, and convenient. And more importantly, it can be used on any phone type as it requires no data. Dial star 966 hash to get started now. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
So, we're good to go, right?
Give me like 2 minutes.
Okay. Alright. Sorry.
The value of an idea lies in the usage.
Nelson Mandela said, "There is no passion to be found playing small and settling for a life that's less than the one you're capable of living."
Tune in to Spotlight on Yabatek Radio, 89.3 FM every Wednesday, 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. as we discuss various businesses that started up as just simple ideas. Spotlight is brought to you by Young and Seven.
Okay, Spotlight promo. Let's have you here. I'm ready when you are.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, so let's do this. I've taken your profile already.
Okay. I need this.
Yes, you need it, please. I want to be able to record to your life, but it's just okay. We're good to go. You're welcome back. If you're just tuning in, this is still Spotlight on Yabatek Radio 89.3 FM. Yes, I took the profile of our guest before we went for that break. I have with me in the studio today Akinyemi Akinoluwa. Good morning and welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me. Amazing studio you've got, man. This is my first time here.
Shout out to Yabatek.
Do you have like a bell you can ring for me, like just to?
Don't worry, we'll get the bell soon. We'll get it soon.
No wahala, man. I already feel at home though.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thanks for
Okay,
having
so
me.
I have a music turned lawyer here on the show today. My first question to him is, why did you leave your music career? Because I know you belong to a band and all of that. So what happened? Why the switch?
Yeah, I didn't blow. That's the easiest,
That's the most
shortest
genuine.
response. Honest. Maybe my career took off before I became a lawyer. I would have continued on that path. But I'm thankful to God that, with the passion and, my experience as an entertainer, as a songwriter, as a performer, I'm still able to function in an industry that I'm really, really passionate about. The creative industry is my life, and I'm thankful to God that I enjoy what I do, and I want to be here for a very, very long time.
Okay, so what is fascinating about being a lawyer, an entertainment lawyer at that you find very interesting?
Yeah, I just think one of the fun things, one of the things that make it really, really fulfilling for me is that no 2 days are the same. Because there are always challenges of, different variants of challenges that you have to attend to. When you're putting the fire out here, another one is coming up. So the adrenaline rush and also constantly, the chase is fun. And you also make a difference in the lives of, creative people, and just one good advice could be the sole decider of whether someone would prosper in the short term, in the long term, or someone would be in a very, very uncomfortable position for a while. So, one thing that I'm also thankful for is that with my experience as an entertainer for about 6-7 years recording music, it puts me in a vantage position to be able to understand what the issues are, what the pains of creative people can be, and how I can forecast and ensure that we avoid as many issues as possible. Yeah.
Okay, listeners at home, today we're talking protecting your intellectual property with Akinyemi Akinoluwa. Feel free to call if you have questions. You want to shout out to him. If you know him, you've worked with him before, you have questions, feel free to call the phone lines 07018000173, 09131384110. I'll take the numbers again: 07018000173, 091. I know somebody in the studio told me I'm too fast when I'm calling the number, so let me calm down. I'll call it again: 07018001783, 09131384110. Those are the numbers to call to be part of the show today. Now, Akinyemi, what is intellectual property in very simple terms?
Yeah, the idea of intellectual property is that people enjoy the exclusivity that comes with being able to create or innovate or provide a solution. So there are different subsects, but essentially the idea is I created something, a product, I created something concrete, a solution, I created a reputation, and now I'm in pole position to be the one to exclusively enjoy the benefits of all those things I've created, to the exclusion of others. But yes, because I control how I exploit all these things, I license to other people to be able to use it, to be able to make their lives better, and there is a benefit to it. Commercial rights, and then I also have the notoriety, the reputation that yes, this is the person who created this. So those are that is in a nutshell what the idea, what the concept is about.
Of intellectual property.
Yes.
Okay, so we hear these words, we hear trademarks, we hear patents, we hear copyrights. Just break down these words for us. Let us understand these words as it relates to intellectual property.
So trademarks in commerce, it is important that you have a distinct identity. So if you walk into a store, if you go to the grocery section, there are different options for you to choose from. So just in many industries like that, the power of your identity, being able to be distinct, being able to be the purple cow, so that people can easily identify you, from the many options, and people can also bank on the goodwill that they've built. So if you've been around for 10 years, whatever your experiences has been, people could know you, they can know you for quality products. So your identity will be an asset. So it draws them to the store, and then you're able to profit off the many years of good work that you've done. Like now, if you mention some brands like Nike, like Apple, people automatically give them the benefit of the doubt that yes, whatever I'm getting in the store is going to be great. So that is trademark in a nutshell. The identity you create, the reputation you create should continue to make sense in the marketplace. Number 2 now is copyright, which is essentially the right to copy. So if you there are many industries that rely on the concept of copyright. Even the broadcast industry, a lot of what we create is built on the foundation of the concept of copyright. Like now, all this production that you guys put together, thousands and thousands of dollars or millions and millions of naira, goes into ensuring that we're able to function and operate. So all these things that we're creating has to be products we can exploit in a certain manner. Now imagine somebody else has the technology in the corner of their room to just package all your production around the clock and then also exploit it without your permission. So that is what the idea of copyright is saying. No, he in the corner of his room can't exploit that right to copy all this production and exploit it without our permission. Usually the permission will come in form of a license or an authorization, and that is how media companies, DSTV and the likes, that's how they are able to stay afloat, because of the power of all these assets that they generate. So let me move on to patents as well. People often tout Silicon Valley as the most valuable piece of real estate, or as the most valuable location on the planet. And when you mention Silicon Valley, what comes to mind? The powerful tech companies that are richer than companies. Just a company can sit down in Silicon Valley and have, revenue or profits in billions of dollars in a shorter run. And then these companies, just one company can be as rich as Africa in terms of our GDP and how much money how much product we produce and how much money everybody within that space is generating.
And you have to go there.
Yeah. So it tells you the power of, copyright. So, patents now.
Yeah.
Now, what is patents? This is a legal concept that says when you create solutions that can be mass replicated to take care of, when you come up with innovations, solutions, tech solutions to challenges that can be replicated in a defined form, they will be in the pole position to, enjoy the benefits of creating these patentable products or solutions. So yes, the telephone you see has millions and millions of softwares that, whoever came up with all these solutions, like just a swipe function on your phone, being able to swipe, being able to screenshot, being able to just click on the download button is somebody's solution. And for every time that, we have many examples of, teenagers, they just come up with a solution that is patentable. And by virtue of that creation, because they are solving a particular problem, every time the solution is made available, somebody gets to pay. So you have app developers in the US, in the UK, in China, in Japan, in Australia, in Germany, many places, and they are just millionaires in dollars by virtue of their creation.
Okay, so let's go to the more simple issues that we have here. Now, I before you came in, I was telling Oyinda about a post I made some time ago, and somebody copied it and just reposted without. Okay, let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Good morning, welcome to the show. What's your name? Kayode, where are you calling me from? Okay, Kayode, you have a question for my guest?
Yes, I am.
My guest is here. Go ahead.
Good morning.
Okay.
Just you.
Let's take them quickly.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Coyote, are you there? Coyote? Okay, Coyote, you can call us back. Okay, but let's take his two questions. The first one, how effective are the laws? Yes, I was going to ask you that question as well, that I put up something on social media and somebody picks it up. What do I do? Who do I run to? So how effective are the laws here in Nigeria?
Yeah, the laws are effective.
Okay, hold on. I think our Coyote is calling back. Hello, good morning.
Alright.
Alright, your third question, please. Quickly, please. Okay, alright. He will take your question now. Thank you so much for calling Coyote. Okay, let's take the last one first. If there's a particular phrase that one is used to saying and somebody else starts saying that particular phrase, can you accuse that person of intellectual theft?
Yes, you can. It depends, but the phrase has to be used in such a manner that it bestows some kind of benefit, especially commercially in the marketplace. When it comes to commerce, phrases are very important, like just do it, like refreshing goodness. There are many catch everywhere you go, connecting people. So all those catchphrases should be used in the marketplace in a manner that bestows some kind of benefit. So you can't just have a phrase somewhere that doesn't confer any kind of benefit to you, and then if somebody now makes it amazing and the person is using it to maybe sell merchandise or sell products or sell any kind of solution. You can't just wake up and say, oh, but I used to say this. You know, like a popular aggressive promoter of music, DJ Khaled, when he says another one, another one. A lot of people say that, and they say that short phrase, but in the context of how he uses it, he's using it to yes. So he's using it to promote his music, and then usually, the very smart entertainers take it a step further and they ensure that they quickly protect that phrase. They register it as a trademark in line with certain products, to the extent that within the territories where they register it, nobody else can use it. So I think I've touched on the third
yes, the
question.
first one, how effective
So,
are the laws here?
yeah,
and who is responsible? Let's just take them quickly.
All right, the laws are effective. It could be better. You know, Nigeria is, the headquarters of creativity in Africa. You know, in film, music, media, even in tech, even in fintech, there are people who are so creative, who are, developing a lot of solutions to make civilization better, to make our lives easier. So yes, but with the legal framework, with enforcement, with the lawmaking, there still has we still have a lot of challenges. But again, if we acknowledge the importance of this sector, our lawmakers, our law enforcement agents, our court system will pay more attention, because it is a very valuable discipline. The idea of protecting creativity, innovation, and problem solving.
What's the name
Yeah,
of the
like
agency
we have many agencies that are connected depending on the class of intellectual property you're looking at. When it comes to copyright, you have the Nigerian Copyright Commission. When it comes to technology and trademarks, you have I can't remember the name now, but there are different agencies that
depends on what you're doing, what
exactly,
you're trying to protect.
yeah.
Okay, now you sometimes hear people say, make nasty statements like, if you don't want people to steal it or use your content, why did you put it out? What's the right way to address issues like this?
Yeah, those people who make such silly statements are ignorant, and that's why the new generation of lawyers like myself, with the power. Okay, yeah, somebody has provided that to me for trademarks and patents. The Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment.
Okay.
I do a lot of trademarks, but it just skipped my mind now. So yes, what was I saying? I've lost my train of thought.
People who say
so there are loads and loads of ignorant people who are yet to see enforcement of laws in action, and many think they can just get away with all manner of infractions. Like if you go on YouTube now, you have people who package all the skits of all our big skit makers, and they just load it up on YouTube, and then they make thousands of dollars on a monthly basis. I've seen cases where someone just picks a song that is already recorded, that is already on iTunes and Apple Music, and then just takes the song, he goes into the studio, takes a picture, photography, then he branded himself as the artist who sang the song. I've seen it twice.
Wow.
Yeah, so Dami just mentioned to me, Mr. Uwakhonye just mentioned the case of Whiskey, where although this guy was still creative in a way, he just changed the titles, and then I think he also did his own records, but he just used a lot of. Shout out to Lola, she's watching me on my live.
Okay.
I see you. So yes, these things happen because a lot of ignorant people don't know what's going on, and at any chance they just want to infringe on other people's.
Away from social media. Now you have sometimes you have people who are writers who have blogs, and they do this weekly story episode thing. You know, there was a case I heard of not quite long, I think sometimes last year. The lady had this series she wrote on her blog, and a movie producer picked it up and decided to make a film out of it. It was a big case the other time. So when these things happen, as the writer, what can I do? Who should I approach for this? Who can I report this to?
Yeah, the thing is, the just follow the underlying principle. When somebody takes what is yours, how do you react? Usually, a lot of people are ignorant, or they just do not know the value of what they have, and they just let it slide. In fact, if the court system, I'm not trying to cast any aspersion, but the biggest, the richest lawyers in the US and the UK, some of them are trial court lawyers. What do? Whenever there's an infraction, they come to an arrangement with, whoever owned the assets, and they just say, don't worry, we'll take care of this.
Okay.
And then they go to the courts, and then they drag all these people who infringe on other people's rights. They drag them by the jugular, and then they get compensation or they get damages, and they become millionaires in dollars just in the space of like 2 years. So the same thing can be a reality in Nigeria if we are sure that the court system lends itself to being able to quickly dispense of this matter. So when you have big multi-millionaire companies infringe at any chance, lawyers like myself, we know that, if we just stick with it.
You mentioned multi-time millionaires, but if it's one guy behind,
you also have to weigh the infraction. Like, is this going to be worth my time? Should I invest in chasing this particular infringement, or should I let it slide for now? Because even when you come to people like me, as a music lawyer, I'm going to analyze, I'm going to diagnose, like, who is this person? If the person is a lightweight that even if we shake the person up and down, there won't be any benefits, why should we chase
them?
So yes, your reaction is whenever anybody uses your work, you should be, you should be angered by it. Just say like you have a house, a piece of real estate, and then somebody just came in through the window and just set up his own bed.
But Akinyemi, what about a case where you can tell the story is actually your story, but they've removed some lines, they've added some other things to spice it up, but you can tell that this is my story.
Yeah, so
can you still sue? Like
people, like the famous case of the lady who documented her experiences of trafficking, human trafficking and prostitution, and what her experiences were. I think that trended last year. I even did a couple of media appearances to analyze that. In that case, when you think somebody clearly adapted your work, the best way to react is get expert opinion. There's how you can tactically imbibe media action as well, to draw attention to what happened, especially if it is worth it. But what you should do is you should lean on expert advice, more importantly, because sometimes you could even damage your claims or your reputation by just screaming foul. Sometimes you might also be ignorant. You just think it's your work, but if an expert sits across the table and then they get all your claims, they get all the evidence you have to support your claims, they will just tell you that no, let this slide. There's no case here.
Okay. Time check, it's 11:31 already, and it's time for our spelling bee segment. I'll go for this quick break. When we come back, we'll open the phone lines and we'll be here to take your calls and also give out airtime on the show today. So stick around, I'll be back.
Thank you.
Star 966 hash easy banking. You can open a Zenith bank account, purchase airtime and data, make transfers to any bank in Nigeria, pay bills and make POS payments, create a wallet account, and perform other self-service options like PIN and password reset and temporary blockage of your account. Star 966 hash is fast, easy, and
you don't want to put them on the spot too much.
It can be used on any phone type as it requires no data. Dial star 966 hash.
Hey guys on
started now.
Instagram.
Zenith Bank in your best interest.
Radio station.
Yes. Yabatek is 9.3.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going back on air. I am going back on air. Oh. Yeah, welcome back. It's still Spotlight here on Yabatech Radio 89.3 FM, and it is time for our Spelling Bee segment. Can you spell words correctly? Are you very good with words? Feel free to call me up. Just call me up. Tell me your name, your location, and I'll give you some words to spell. From simple to complex, you know. 07018001783, 09131384110. Those are the numbers to call to be part of our spelling bee segment. All you have to do is call in your name, your location, and I'll give you some words to spell. If you spell 3 correctly, you win airtime, and if you spell 5 words correctly, you get to win a bigger amount of airtime as well. The numbers to call again are 07018001783, 09131384110. Just put them online, put the kids online, or if you can spell as well, feel free to call me up today. There's no age bracket, anyone can call actually, so just be able to spell words. That's it. 07018001783, 09131384110. Those are the numbers to call to be part of our spelling bee segment. Just call in, spell some words, and you win airtime for the day. 07018001783, 09131384110. Can you spell words correctly? Especially those words that have double C, double N, double A, and the likes. Feel free to call me up and let's do this. 07018001783, 09131384110. Those are the numbers to call to be part of our spelling bee segment. It's still our spelling bee segment here on Spotlights. 07018001783, 09131384110. Those are the numbers to call. Just call in, spell some words correctly. Spell at least 3 words correctly, and you get to win airtime on the show. 07018001783, 09131384110. How good are you with words? Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning. Welcome to the show. What's your name and where are you calling us from? Adeolu from Yaba. Alright, are you ready to spell some words this morning? Alright, let's do this, Adeolu. Adeolu, spell the word garment. Garment. Garment, like a piece of clothing. Yes. That is correct. Spell the word consensus. Yes. That is correct. Spell the word mnemonic. 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 Can you hear me now? Not demonic. Mnemonic. 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 Yes. Take it again. Did you say C? What's the first word? C. Oh, C, that's wrong. That's wrong. But thanks for calling. Mnemonic is spelled MNEMONIC. But thanks for calling, Adeolu. 07018001783, 09131384110. How good are you with words? Can you spell words correctly? Feel free to call in and let's do this. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning. Kayode. Oh, Kayode, you're calling back. Welcome to the show. You want to spell some words, Kayode? Alright, let's do this, Kayode. Kayode, spell the word chill. Chill. Yes. That is correct. Spell the word application. That is correct. Spell the word appetite. Appetite. Yes. No, appetite. 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 Yes. Appetite. Like I don't have appetite. I can't eat. Okay, spell. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That is correct. Spell the word grasshopper. Yes. Oh, that is wrong. That is wrong. Grasshopper is spelled GRASSHOPPER. But you're still a winner and you get your airtime at the end of the show. No, that's not what you said, Kayode. That's not what you said. But that's not what you said. You said double ER. That's what you said, Kayode. Can I have the last 4 digits of your phone number, please? 4260. So please send your full number to 08133038749. Thank you for calling, Kayode. All right. Hello, good morning. Hello. Hello. Okay, please call me back 07018001783 09131384110. Those are the numbers to call, so feel free to call to be part of our spelling bee segment. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Adebayo from Surulere. Are you ready to spell our words this morning? Are you ready? Your daughter, okay, your daughter wants to spell. Alright. Is she ready? Her name is what? Good morning, darling. What's your name? Christabel. Okay, Christabel, are you ready? Alright. Christabel, spell the word noodles. Christabel, are you there? Okay. Christabel, if you can hear me, please call me back. I would really, really want to hear from you. 07018001783 09131384110. Those are the numbers to call to be part of our spelling bee segment. We have about 3 minutes and we're done with this segment. The numbers to call again, 07018001783 09131384110. Are you good with words? Can you spell words correctly? Just call in, spell a minimum of 3 words and you would win airtime on the show. 07018001783 09131384110. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning. Welcome to the show. What's your name? Anointing. Where are you calling me from? Where are you calling from, Anointing? Anointing from Yaba. Alright, are you ready to spell? Alright, let's do this. Anointing, spell the word weed. Weed. To weed. Spell the word weed. To weed. To weed. Weed. That is correct. Spell the word frivolous. Yes, please. Oh, that is wrong. That is wrong. Okay, let me give that to you. Spell the word curfew. Did you say F-A-W? Did you say E or A? E for egg. Okay, that is correct. That is correct. That is correct. Spell the word beginning. Please spell it again. That is correct. Spell the word possessiveness. Yes. Oh, that is wrong. You were close. Possessiveness is spelled Possessiveness. But you're still a winner and you'll get your airtime soon. Can I have the last 4 digits of your phone number? Please send me the last 4 digits of your phone number. 3401. So Adebayo, anointing. 3401, right? Anointing, this is what you're going to do to me. You're going to send your number, your full number to us via text or WhatsApp to 081 33 03 8749. Yes, thank you so much for calling. Yes, please. Yes, please. Thank you for calling. All right. 07018001783 09131384110. Are you good with words? Can you actually spell words without missing any alphabet? Especially those words that have double S, double I, double E, double C, and the like. 07018001783 09131384110. Those are the numbers to call for the spelling bee segment. All you have to do is call in and attempt to spell some words. Just spell 3 correctly, you win airtime. And if you're able to spell the 5 of them correctly as well, you get to win airtime on the show today. The numbers to call again: 07018001783 09131384110. Be my last caller and let's wrap this up. 07018001783 09131384110.
Star 966 # Easy Banking. You can open a Zenith Bank account, purchase airtime and data, make transfers to any bank in Nigeria, pay bills and make POS payments, create a wallet account, and perform other self-service options like PIN and password reset and temporary blockage of your account. Star 966 # is fast, easy, and convenient. And more importantly, it can be used on any phone type as it requires no data. Dial Star 966 # to get started now. Zenith Bank, in your best interest.
Let's go back. Yes. We need this to record anyway. Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, it's still Spotlight on Yaba Tech Radio. It's 9.3 FM. Shout out to Kaya Day and to Anointing. They won airtime during our quiz segment, our spelling bee segment. Remember, you also can be a winner. All you have to do is join us on the show from 11:30 to 11:45 a.m. every Wednesday. Just spell 3 words and you'll get to win airtime. Shout out to every other person that called. You tried? Try again next week. What's the name of that first caller again? What's his name? Adolu from Yaba. You can try again next week. Okay. Alright, so let's come back to our conversation with Akinyemi Akinoluwa on the topic protecting your intellectual property. Remember as well, if you want to ask questions as regards to the topic, you're free to call the phone lines to do that as well. And I'm going to start with, or rather I'm going to continue with verifying intellectual property. So how do I know that this particular name or this particular song or this particular tune I'm about to use has been used by someone else before? How do I verify?
So in the record industry, there are services whose sole expertise is to confirm whether your song is cleared of any kind of sampling. So sampling is a very, very big deal. A lot of in the record industry, a lot of legal issues arise from, cases where a lot of people sample without permission. So, but again, because there are just like, I think, 12 keys on the keyboard, and the chords are like 7 chords. The chord progression are kind of.
Where are you going to? Just get there. Already.
Yeah. The thing is, if you're creating a record, it is very possible that you're inspired by something that has been created like 5, 10, 15, 20 years ago. And even your consciousness might miss the fact that you actually got influenced by this record. And then you just go into the studio, because we're all like a product of our experiences, especially if you're a creator of music. A lot of the things you ingest, you would pour out when you're also creating. So if you want to do a lot of records or songs with a lot of Fuji influence, you would usually go to the catalog where you have thousands and thousands of hit records from that genre. And then when you ingest it, when you start creating, you might be oblivious of the fact that you're actually replicating some of those things that you've heard. So yes, there are many music companies who deal in making sure that your songs are cleared of any direct copycat or any direct lifting or any direct sampling. And when they find traces of sampling, to avoid any kind of legal issues, they try to, one, maybe remove it totally. Any kind of chord progression or use of lyrics that might quickly, to the ordinary man, when you play that part of the music, the ordinary man will just say, oh, this is from 1980 something song. And I think you lifted it or you were influenced by it. If it is so blatantly done, then the music company that has that expertise will just say, oh, let's remove it, or let us just clear these samples. Also, in cases where, because nothing is entirely new under the sun again. True. So in cases where it can fly, that yes, it was innovative, look at like the song by M.I. Abaga, the medley, and the way you they do me, guys used to use me, I'm sorry. That song is very, very innovative, piecing together a lot of already existing material, making it look different. So you can get away with it sometimes under the judge, if he goes to the court, can say, oh, this was innovative, this was different, this was something that was unique, because the material is out there, but there was some creativity exerted. You took some time, you wrote new lyrics. It wasn't just that you lifted it. But again, it is better to be safe than sorry.
Okay, now what about people who are looking to, especially upcoming artists who are looking to picking stage names? What should they do, or what should they have in mind? How should they go about it?
Trust me, a lot of, I deal with thousands and thousands of upcoming talents. And whenever they approach me and I just see their handle on Instagram, I'm like, nah, this can't fly. Some of them have already recorded music under that name, and you'll be shocked that many people don't even check their names online, even go to the Apple Music store to see how distinct their name is. Trust me, if you're in the music business and you're listening to this, the two most important assets you would have all through your career, number one, your identity. And when we say identity, your name is the most important. That's like your label. Now there are thousands and thousands of talents. If we mention your name, how distinct is it? You have to, make sure that you clear that. Make sure your name is proper. So name, your likeness, your voice, those are like very important aspects of everything you'll be doing all through your career. So I'm saying, in short, trademarks as number one foundation. Number two is the actual music that you'll be writing, singing, and performing. So those are the very, very two important assets that all creators of music need to really, really look at carefully and make sure that they are starting on the right foot. So if not, or there are many superstars we've also seen. Puff Daddy, Diddy, P. Diddy, Love. This guy is always flipping his name, and
but you can only flip your name when you are blown now. When you are just starting.
As an upcoming talent, it's good that people have a direct connection to your body of work with a particular name.
Okay.
But some also have that grace. Although it is best that your name is just one and it carries you all through your career, like Michael Jackson, like Bob Marley, like the Beatles, like Paul McCartney. You know, those names, you're able to have it as a pillar, and then you build all these many other things. Your endorsement deals, you build on that name. Your catalog, your music catalog, you build on that name. Your merchandise you'll be selling, your tickets you'll be selling. You don't want to build a fan base on a particular name, and then 5 years later or 3 years later, when you're here to embrace the big time, you now have to start from afresh again, try to build a new reputation. That can be a lot of stress.
So what kind of intellectual property is not copyrightable?
Well, you can't copyright patents. You can't copyright trademarks. Like I said earlier, intellectual property is a broad concept which says anytime you create anything, a product or a reputation, you will be in the front seat to exploit it. So, under intellectual property, there are many other subsects. There is copyright. You can copyright music, film, things that you have the right to copy. Photography, broadcasts, software, programs, and all of that. That is one. You can copyright those. Trademarks, you can't copyright those because trademarks are about reputation. They are about likeness, looks, goodwill, your connection to the marketplace and the product. So patents take care of innovative solutions, inventions that can be mass produced. Industrial design, you know, this microphone, there are elements of industrial design there. These phones we are using, all products, furniture, there are unique designs that showcase the creativity of the person who created it. So those are 4 different subsects of the idea of intellectual property. Some would even say business ideas, trade secrets, and all of that. But I don't want to. It's a lot of subsects under intellectual property, and you have to have basic understanding, especially if you work in an industry that it has the exploitation of all these rights as its foundation. As someone who is actively creating content on social media, you should understand the basics of trademarks and copyrights. And yes, I've been at the forefront of, really teaching this subject, doing a lot of masterclass and all of that. So if you're listening and you are really interested, you can follow me on social media at Akinyemi Law on Twitter and Instagram. Trust me, I create a lot of valuable stuff. I create a lot of information material you'll be able to benefit from.
Okay.
And yes, thanks for having me on your show.
Thank you so much for coming on the show today.
Amazing
I had a good
fun
time talking about this particular topic. So our listeners at home, I hope you gain a thing or two from today's interview. You have a beautiful rest of the day. Bye.
Bye.
I needed to make this video for 11 to survive. You wanted them to come for me. You trying to make sure you finish everything,
And now, the thing is, every human being